Hello, welcome to the channel. If you are new to the channel, my name is Neefah. If you are new to the channel, I am a mother of one son, an entrepreneur. I sell lipstick, lashes, and purses, and I'm also a truck driver. I've been driving trucks for 9 years, and now I work locally for the city of St. Petersburg as a pavement apprentice. And I want to share with you because with my job, they give us like little notifications to where we can get free things or get free access to premieres and stuff like this. And with that being said, I got to be a part of the premiere that they just showed, this documentary about the displacement of a neighborhood, the gas plant neighborhood, and also the Laurel communities. Like, they displaced those black people to build the Tropicana Field, which is the home of the Tampa Bay Rays, known as the Devil Rays. And when I tell you, they had a questionnaire at the end, like a panel. I got little clips of it. I recorded it because this was my second solo date. Check the fit. I be real fly, like real fly. I'm always gonna be fly, right? But because clothes is just how I express myself. I say all that to say, because I'm finna turn on the fireplace. I just left this screening feeling so inspired, and I need to tell everybody about this story because if you don't know the history, history will repeat itself. And these people, they're human beings, and they got displaced, and now the history is erased, and now they want to tear down the trop or make it something different. It's just crazy. But the question that I asked was to Carlos, who was there, was a part of the documentary and shared his story growing up there. And when they got moved, you know, they had to go into different school districts, and his school district was a white school, and he talked about his experience in that, and that's his story to tell. And it's just like he talked about his healing and his inner work that he had to do, like his inner child work. Like he had to go back and heal that inner child in him. And the level of vulnerability, because with therapy, you have to go deep. Like, I don't think people know the importance of mental health. Like, and then add on top of that being a black person, Jesus Christ. Like, we deal with different issues, microaggressions every day. Like, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. But this documentary tells a story about a hidden history that I didn't even really know about in St. Petersburg, where I'm from. And it's just like, I mean, they took it all the way back to 1880 to like now, 2023. And now it's 2026 and it's being shown. And I feel like whatever we need to do to get this video nationwide, we need to get this video nationwide because those people matter. They're human beings and they have stories to tell. And the inner work, even Miss Gwendolyn, and she spoke so eloquently, like, child, baby, when I get grown, because Miss Gwendolyn is 77 and she looks good. She looks very good. It's very good. She says she goes to therapy. And I like to say, when I get that old, baby, I want to be able to speak like that. I'm with class, with decorum, straight, direct, calm, classy, sophisticated. Oh, baby, Miss Gwendolyn was a whole inspiration to me. And she was styling and profiling. Nails did. Haircut. Outfit on fleek. What? Like, Miss Gwendolyn, you gave me life. Like, and I told her, I'm going to tell everybody, my little community, because they even spoke on that. Okay, so how the newspapers wrote it, you know, urban renewal. We need to remove the slums. Like, it's a blight to the downtown area because they wanted that to be mostly white, because if it was black, then that meant it's not safe. And that was the time of Jim Crows. I mean, not even, it's just because they had been trying to get that land since the Jim Crow area. They wasn't able to do it into the 80s, but it's just That's just not a St. Petersburg story. If it's happened everywhere. It first started with the interstates. All them interstates that's all around the world, those displaced black communities all around the United States. I ain't gonna talk about the world. We're talking about the United States. When we talk about interstates, those were black communities. Even with Central Park, that was a whole black community. Seneca Village, that was black people. They moved them out to make a park for the white people. This is our history. It's Black History Month. I just feel like it was very fitting. I'm so glad that I went. I wanted to share this moment with my mom, but God is the best of planner. My mom didn't want to come, and I still did it for me. This is my self-love journey. I'm doing what I want to do when I want to do it with who I want to do it with. And if that's me, myself, and I, baby, I love me, myself, and I. I'm going to go do it. And I'm going to show up unapologetically, just like Miss Gwendolyn. And I was so grateful and thankful for Carlos being that vulnerable and sharing and opening up and sharing his trauma and his homelessness and his displacement. And nobody ever asked him his story, so he never shared it until he was asked the story. And nobody told him that that wasn't his fault. Like, he went to the Tropicana Field in a parking lot and pointed out, this is where my house was. It's 86 acres of land. The parking lot is always empty. It did nothing. Like, the city had broken promises. They told the people, if they sell their homes now, we're going to make this neighborhood better and you can come back. That was a lie. Not even a little white lie. It was a bold-faced lie. They were never going to do anything for the black community. They never, and they told them that it was going to be 688 jobs. It was one lady, Miss Louise, who wasn't trying to sell, wasn't trying to leave. Like, they literally had the machine out there ready to, like, tear it down. She wasn't ready to go. Like, her husband left her that house. She was a widow. That house meant something. Like, I just bought my home. Well, no, it's going to be 6 years. But I bought my home in 2020. I couldn't imagine being forced out. That is just, but if you don't know your history, it will repeat itself again. And until this day. Now, the Braves are going to be here for 2 more years. And when I say here, I'm talking about St. Petersburg. They're going to be here for 2 more years. After that, they're trying to move the Tampa Bay Rays to the city, actual Tampa Bay. And here's Word College. So what was it for? Like, what was it for? They traumatized a whole community. There were 30 booming businesses that was displaced. 9 churches. 9 churches. And 880 people and families, children included. Childhood gone. Homes gone. Carlos shared that he came home and all of their stuff was in the front yard. And they couldn't go in until their dad came home. How traumatic. And he used to go to Camels Park Elementary School. When they got displaced, he had to start going to Skyview Elementary School, which had whites in it. And he didn't like his first grade teacher because she wouldn't let him go to the bathroom. And he realized she wouldn't let him go to the bathroom as a point of protection. But he would have to sit. It's just unfathomable. It's just, he talked about like healing, like the I think the name of his therapy was ETF, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's when you move trauma from out of the body. And it's inner, you definitely are doing that inner child work. Because he also mentioned another story to where as punishment, he would be in they would put him in a cardboard box. But when I tell you the rest of the stories in there, right? And the way Miss Gwendolyn spoke, she was able to get her point across. No cussing, not upset, just truth. Take it or leave it. Unapologetically. Smooth, with class and sophistication. authentic, original, just herself. She made me proud to be a Black woman. The other people who shared their stories about the city of St. Pete and how they had to be moved, they made me proud to be born and raised in St. Pete. Because what it showed me, even with Carlos sharing his story, what it showed me, what I learned from it, what it taught me, is that I come from a resilient people that can't be broken. No. No! You can't be broke. We can't be broken. You can't stop the motion. You can't stop the it can't be stopped. Like, you can't stop the motion. We can't be broken, and we're going to be resilient, and we're always going to rebuild, create. We move, we elevate. Because they were descendants of that community that got displaced, that got put out, forced out, got promised, and they're telling their story. They're sharing their story. They're inspiring a 32-year-old woman like me. I'm just 32 years old. And I'm so grateful. I got to shake Miss Gwendolyn's hand, and I got to hug Carlos. And after there was a panel discussion, I got to ask the question. My question was directly to Carlos, and I wanted to thank him for being so open, so vulnerable, because that's a part of truth. It takes bravery, it takes boldness, it takes courage, strength, a level of honesty. Because when you do therapy, there's a level of honesty. You got to face you. Those thoughts, those subconscious thoughts, the negative ones and the positive ones. And baby, sometimes the negative outweigh the positives. I thanked him and I asked him, because he wasn't the only child that was displaced. I wanted to know how he, how his therapy has helped him, and how with his healing, and how he's able to take what he's learned back to some of the people that he grew up with. Because everybody don't want to go to therapy. But talking to somebody, having that connection, building that emotional safety, that's therapeutic in itself. So I wanted to know what he was doing. What are you doing? Because sure, you're healing. How are you sharing that? And he answered. And I even got invited to be a part of that. He wanted to share something with me. He waited for me at the door. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Alhamdulillah. Like, I want to see it again. I'm so grateful that I went. I literally can't wait to tell my mom about it. Like, I come from a resilient people. It's Black History Month, so this is it. This is my dedicated video to a history where I live at, where I'm from. I literally, I'm a pavement apprentice. I just did a sidewalk down there at the Tropicana Field. I was just down there. Parking lot empty. That's how I know. Like, the parking lot is empty. That's 86 acres. And it's just not that parking lot. They got a parking lot across the street. Plenty of parking. Those were homes. That was a neighborhood. Those were projects. Those were renting houses. Those were houses that were owned. Those were churches. Those were businesses. That was a thriving community that got pushed out and forgotten about, lied to. America. America, America, America. When they gonna learn? You can't break us. Like, if I could choose, if I had to do it all over, I would still be born Black. What? Black is beauty. Black is power. Black is the blueprint. They want to look like us now. They want my lips, my cheekbones. And it's not even the outside. Let's talk about the heart and the empathy, the warmthness. We got something they don't got. I come from a resilient people. Happy Black History Month. I'm so glad that you joined. If you're watching the playback, I don't know if they have a website or anything, but baby, when I tell you, I'm glad I attended this movie premiere. I'm so grateful that I learned what I learned about the city where I'm from. The history is messy, it's nasty, but it's our story. And we can make it beautiful. We could choose to be stuck, or we could choose to heal, because we're never broken. You can't break us. We're resilient. We're builders. Alhamdulillah, I'm just grateful. And I want to share that with you all. But it's late. It's 9:14 p.m. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. And I'm just inspired. Like, you all, I would definitely encourage you all to do your history. Where y'all from? What happened in y'all neighborhood? How did the interstate affect y'all's neighborhood? Who got displaced? And, no, talk to your grandmothers, your granddaddies, your great uncles, your great aunties. Because we need to know our history. Because if we don't know our history, it'll repeat itself. You got to know where you come from so you can know where you're going. And definitely, mental health is real, y'all. I always suggest therapy and healing, doing the work on your own. Like, self-work is so important. Self-love is so important. Self-leadership is so important. Self-acceptance is so important. Self-awareness is so important. Like, you know what you need to work on. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses. Like, I'm a work in progress. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be better every day. My level of honesty can, like, bother people or inspire people. The level of honesty tonight, it bothered some people. It was uncomfy. All the whites in the building was kind of uncomfy. But that level of honesty inspired me. It inspired me to want to come share with you all, to want to share my story, to want to make sure that I'm the hero to my own story instead of being the victim. No. And knowing where my future lives. We know the past now, right? But we got to know where our future lives. My future doesn't live in what I did yesterday, what I did 4 hours ago, 8 hours ago. No. I know what I did. I know where I've been, and I know where I'm going. The importance of mental health, self-love, self-obsession, self-leadership, self-acceptance, emotional regulation is so important. If you don't want to go to therapy, that's okay. Get you a paper, get you a pen, get you a journal. Write down everything you feel. Reflect. Do the reflections. Hold yourself accountable. Self-accountability is so important. Like literally. If you don't hold yourself accountable, how are you going to improve? Let go of some of that baggage you got. Let it go, babes. Let it go. It's not helping you. Learn from the past so you can do better going forward. Or you're going to block a lot of relationships. You're going to block a lot of opportunities. You're going to block a lot of growth. It's just what it is. Like, be the change that you want. Like me, for instance. It's a lot of stuff that I don't like. But instead of sitting and complaining about it, I'm going to do something about it. And I have to start with the woman in the mirror. I don't expect anybody to come and save me. I expect for myself to be the hero to my own story. I'm the author. I'm creating. I'm the builder. And I got to know where I come from. I come from a resilient people. Black people are resilient. They're people that can't be broken. They've done everything they could to try to break us. And yet we still rise. Talk about a great people. Happy Black History Day. Not Happy Black History Day, but Happy Black History Month. I had a beautiful day and I had a beautiful night. I learned so much, and I'm so grateful to have this platform to inspire others. And I hope I inspired you tonight. And do what you want to do, with who you want to do it, how you want to do it, and be happy. Choose happiness. Misery loves company. We don't live there. We don't live there. That's not where our future lives. Like, no matter what. Have some motion. Have some hobbies. Have some passions. Not just work, sleep, and go home. Baby, please do something else. Not just work, sleep, go to the gym, do stuff with the family. No. And let's start those passion projects. One of my passion projects is my virtual book club. They have this saying, if you want to hide anything from a black person, put it in a book. Not on my watch. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn. Why? Because knowledge is power. Where is knowledge? In books. The first book we're starting with is Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers. The importance of self-love, guiding, healing, and growing. Please become a part of that. Everything is linked down below in the description box. And I hope you are enjoying your night. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. What do you think? What do you know? Comment down below. This is the outro. Make sure you work hard and stay humble. Bye.